it's your choice to use the time wisely or just use it to complain. And it's a tough time, but you have to pivot and adapt, because if not, until you get aid from the government, and until you wait for the world to get back on track, which we're probably looking at a couple months, in my opinion.
I'm curious, what is your take on just technology, automation, and then how your services are a perfect fit for what everyone's facing right now?
Yeah, so I love to even give you an example from my wife's business, like right this moment, right? So my wife, she's a lash artist. She's having a salon, a brick and mortar, salon studio here in Boston. So, her business was the first, kind of in the first round of, non-essential business, because her services are a little bit into the luxury type of, right? Like people, like women don't actually need, like it's not something that they need in order to survive and live. It's just something that, okay, we like, and that's, so her business was like completely boom, like, shut down. I mean, temporarily, right? Like it's probably going to take a few weeks or months. We never know until it'll go back to start selling again. So I said to her, look, that's only one way that you can actually start adding some revenue into your business right now. So you have a skill set that a lot of young women would like to learn. We set aside about 3 days. We filmed, about 20, 30 tutorials, putting those tutorials together into an online course / online coaching, because she's also answering some Q&As every week. So now she's actually launching her first funnel, selling the skills that she already had to other people that want to learn how to do that, right? So that was something that, she had to do. Like, there wasn't enough it wasn't enough time. You can just, it's your choice to use the time wisely or just use it to complain. And it's a tough time, but you have to pivot and adapt, because if not, until you get aid from the government, and until you wait for the world to get back on track, which we're probably looking at a couple months, in my opinion, and even the economical impact is going to be after that, you have to adapt to whatever the market can offer you, or what you can offer to the market. Actually, it's even a better way to put it. So that's how we were able to pivot her business into doing this, right? So that's just a practical, like literally live thing happening right now. And I was talking to a couple of friends of mine that had restaurants that, you're not able to have people in the restaurant. And even think about it, even when all this is said and done, let's say 3-6 months down the road, in my opinion, it's going to take even longer for people to feel comfortable to do that. So, you have to pivot a little bit and find ways to add multiple income streams to either your current business model, or sometimes you just have to, maybe if you cannot adapt, if you're not able to, let's say, I know I was reading an article this morning that one of the kind of the fanciest restaurant in Boston shut doors, like completely shut down. Like they're not even planning to open up, because they didn't have, it's like the top of the hub when you can see the whole Boston. So they don't have any home delivery type of service, like food delivery service built in, because that's just a luxury service. So, for that, it's harder to adapt. So at that point, you have to completely pivot. Like, you can either take your knowledge again and maybe package it up into some sort, like, or you had the skills, like you built a business already. You had employees, like, how to manage employees, how to maybe work on the profitability of that kind of market. So you either take your expertise and package it up into coaching, consulting, courses, things like that, or you completely pivot. In my opinion, that's the fastest way to pivot, because you don't need to master a new set of skills. You already have the skills, so might as well put them together and start offering them. At first, you can offer them for free. I mean, the time passes anyway, so you at least build a list of people that want to learn from you, and then when things are a little bit kind of safer in the marketplace, people will be more comfortable to pay you for that advice. But in my opinion, the fastest way to do it right now. It's you either adapt. So if you have a way to adapt your service or your product to whatever is happening now, or the next step is you have to pivot. So you either monetize your experience, your expertise to whatever you were doing before, and then just package that up into online consulting, coaching courses, things like that.
I absolutely love it. And I'm actually going through even before this happened in January, I joined the One Funnel Away Challenge with Russell Brunson, and I started to, the ClickFunnels Platinum and the Expert Secrets. And I mean, just kind of diving all in. And it's like my mind is open to this whole new world. And that's what Marian's talking about right here is adjusting and adapting, but taking it online and using the skill sets and the experience and really the expert that you are and packaging that in a way that's valuable to others. Because one of the best things I've learned from Russell, it's like you don't necessarily need to become the expert overnight. You just need someone who's one step ahead of you to take that next step and to becoming closer to that expert. Now, you may already be an expert in your field, and now you need someone like Marian to package that together and put that all online and coach you through that process. So again, you can add value, monetize it. And I'm just scratching the surface here, but